Let's take you to Oyo State, where the Commissioner of Police has visited the suspected hideout in the Lakaun community, where Ms. Olaide John Paul, the younger sister of Nigeria's former Minister of Power, and her twin sons were rescued. Olugbenga Abimbola called for vigilance among residents as investigations continues. TVC News Olaide Oyewole reports.
The kidnapping of Mrs. Olaide John Paul, the younger sister of Nigeria's former Minister of Power, and her twins on the 3rd of June sent shockwaves through the Adelabu family and beyond. The incident spread rapidly across the country, leaving many residents of Ibadan gripped by fear and raising concerns about the growing insecurity in the city. For days, anxiety and uncertainty hung over family members, friends and well-wishers as they awaited positive news. But in a dramatic turn of events, operatives of the Nigeria Police Force carried out a successful rescue operation, freeing the victims from the kidnappers' hideout and bringing an end to the family's ordeal. It was a moment of overwhelming relief and gratitude for members of the Adelabu family, particularly the former minister's mother, whose joy knew no bounds upon hearing the rescue. Fighting back emotions, she thanked God for sparing the lives of her daughter and the other victims, while also offering prayers for the safe release of the Oriri abducted victims.
I give thanks to God for showing mercy on me after I cried for days asking Him for help, and God delivered me. For God to expose the criminals and to allow my children to come out alive. I pray for God's intervention so all those in captivity are rescued safe.
Next was a visit by the Oyo State Commissioner of Police to Lakon community along Ayegun Olojuoro Road in Ibadan, the location identified as the kidnappers' camp where the victims were held. The site, though appearing isolated and hidden from public view, is situated within a residential neighborhood. The Commissioner of Police said the rescue operation was successful due to actionable intelligence and coordinated efforts by security operatives. He urged Nigerians to remain vigilant and promptly report any suspicious or sinister activities in their communities.
You have seen that this house is within premises. People have been seeing them coming in here without anybody reporting the conduct. And according to those who we have, the victims that we have interviewed, they said they will be hearing the happenings in the other compound, but they cannot come out. So obviously, what is there is that if you see something, you say something.
I asked people that they use the gun. What's in the happen? Everybody to go inside. I call our landlord people, say, let us go to that place. Make I know what has happened there. So we organize our people. But later, we are seeing some people that road. He say, don't go there. The people then come to that place is DSS.
In a separate press conference, the Commissioner of Police disclosed that the suspect had been arrested alongside several exhibits and are currently assisting investigators with efforts to uncover and dismantle the wider criminal network.
In continuation of mock-up and follow-up operations, the two principal suspects, Wale Abola alias Oloro and Dare Yedele alias Solution, were taken into custody and are currently assisting investigators with critical information aimed at apprehending other fleeing members of the syndicate.
While investigations continue, the police have assured residents that every individual connected to the kidnapping operation will be tracked down and brought to justice. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
And joining me live to speak more about this rescue operations is Air Vice Marshal Olatokunbo Adesanya, retired. It's good to have you on the midday news at this hour. AVM.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we've seen almost simultaneous rescue successes in Borno State, Kogi State, and now Oyo State. From your own experience in air operations, how would you say interagency and interstate intelligence sharing is helping to, achieve this kind of coordinated successes and rescues?
Clearly, interagency and interstate intelligence sharing is not just important to the success of this type of operations. It is actually the backbone of operational success when it comes to this. In the past, one of the things that had limited our agencies, I want to believe, is what is called the silo mentality, where agencies tended to operate or keep intelligence to themselves in isolation. But I believe that there is more intelligence fusion now, and this intelligence sharing across states and across agencies, I believe, is part of what has led to what we are witnessing now, these recent successes.
Well, the Mandara Mountains have been described as the Boko Haram stronghold due to the terrain. What makes the large scale of the rescue, like these 360 abductees that we've seen in Borno State, possible? And what role do air surveillance play in this regard?
Well, these Mandara Mountains near the Cameroonian border has actually proven to be tactically challenging over time. And this is because of the topography, which naturally favors asymmetric warfare and therefore is to the advantage of insurgents. So it explains why we've always had challenges in that area. But I still go back to intelligence. From the reports we had, before this successful operation was conducted, there were about 3 months of active intelligence. So I want to believe that intelligence played a key role in this. There are certain things that intelligence in this respect will have revealed, but I wouldn't want to share that on this forum. When it comes to what air operations or air parity can do with respect to this, ordinarily you will have ground-based intelligence. And of course, after the intelligence, what you need to do is to execute. So there is always a bridge between the ground-based intelligence and tactical execution when it comes to a challenging topography like the Mandara Mountains, and that is where air power comes in. Air power then becomes the force multiplier, and it enables the ground-based troops to be able to move in, not blindly, but based on to effectively carry out their operations and also time their operations.
All right. In a recent report, we also saw the Oyo CP call for more vigilance among residents. Now, how would you advise, as a senior retired officer, how would you advise residents to also, remain vigilant when they see something, they say something, without also endangering themselves?
I'm happy with the way you ended the question. First, civilians must understand that they are non-combatants and they are not expected to put their lives at risk. So basically, their role will be basically informative. You mentioned something, see something, say something. Anytime civilians see or residents see any human being who is a stranger to their locality and who is beginning to be there at unusual times, they have a responsibility to make an immediate report. And it's not just about this. There should also be a form of a neighborhood watch, which means we should not just be concerned about our houses. Within our neighborhood, we should look, for example, if there is a house that has been vacant and suddenly we are seeing nocturnal movements there, then we should know that something might be amiss. And that is where various agencies also need to come in. Making sure that there are sufficient numbers out there in public is something that everybody should know immediately who to call or what number to send a message to once he or she sees something amiss. And for example, overseas, we have the 911. We need to have something that is unique, that you are not even going to think about it to be able to get the message across. And of course, these kidnappers and the rest, they make use of domestic workers, construction site workers, drivers, and the rest to get information. So there will be a need to ensure that proper vetting is done, that they bring guarantors, and these guarantors are also vetted to ensure that there is a way to follow up with them. This is very, very important. I must end this particular question on the note that civilians should ensure that there is no need to play the hero. Ensure you contact the appropriate agent, and then they will do their work.
Thank you so much, AVM Adesanya. It's good to speak to you at this hour.
It's always my pleasure. Thank you very much.